Welcome to my channel briefing on Bravo. Paige DeSorbo and Craig Conover have broken up after more than 3 years of dating. The Summer House cast member confirmed the major life update on the December 30 episode of her and Hannah Berner's podcast, Giggly Squad. "What I did want to say is that Craig and I have decided to no longer be together," she said. "And I know I said I would never cry on the internet, but like it's ok if I cry on the podcast. I feel like that's okay." Why did Paige DeSorbo and Craig Conover break up? Paige said there wasn't one major thing that caused her split from the Sewing Down South founder. She admitted that she wasn't expecting to split from the Southern Charm cast member, but that she's gone through a lot of changes in the years since they first started dating. "It's weird. Obviously, it's weird. Like, it's very weird. I wasn't expecting this, obviously, when we first started dating, like you don't think. Oh, what's going to happen? Will we get married? Will we not? You just kind of are in this relationship, and as you get older, I started dating Craig when I was 29, and I'm 32 now," she said on the podcast. "And your 30s for women really are very transformative, and you change a lot and you grow a lot, and him as well. Not to sound traditional and old-fashioned, but this is not a situation where I have a 50-part series of like, who the F was I dating? Like, could not be more opposite." Paige DeSorbo reveals where she stands with Craig Conover after their split. Paige continued, "I have so much love and respect for Craig. I think he is one of the best people I have ever met in my entire life. I will remain the biggest fan of him and want the best for him. And he truly will get the best because he is the best. But with that said, I think it is the right decision for both of us moving forward in our lives, and the direction our lives are going in that we didn't foresee or whatever. It's a very sad thing." The fashionista noted that the two broke up a bit before the podcast announcement, but that they both took a little time to process the split in private with their loved ones before she went public with the news. She now has nothing but positive feelings towards her ex. "I love him. I think he loves me. I think we will remain friends. No one did anything. It wasn't like a bad thing. I think we both were being mature and just saying what we want and what we didn't want," she concluded on the matter. "And I think that's extremely powerful to be able to voice how you're feeling in real time and what you want for your future." Paige DeSorbo confirms her breakup with Craig Conover, "The right decision for both of us." In a world where relationships are often lived out under the public eye, the announcement of Paige DeSorbo and Craig Conover's breakup resonated deeply with their fans. The two stars, known for their appearances on Summer House and Southern Charm, had been together for more than 3 years, navigating life and love on reality TV. Their split, confirmed by Paige on the December 30 episode of Giggly Squad, the podcast she co-hosts with Hannah Berner, was a poignant moment for their followers. The breakup, though emotional, was also marked by a sense of maturity and mutual respect that can be rare in the world of celebrity breakups. A mutual decision, growth and change? Paige DeSorbo shared that the decision to part ways was not caused by any dramatic or single event, but rather the result of a complex evolution in both of their lives. She explained that when they first started dating, neither of them could have predicted the trajectory their lives would take, nor could they foresee how much they would grow as individuals over time. She said, "I wasn't expecting this. When we first started dating, you don't think, oh, what's going to happen? Will we get married? Will we not? You just kind of are in this relationship, and as you get older, you change a lot and you grow a lot." For Paige, who began her relationship with Craig when she was 29 and is now 32, entering her 30s has been transformative. She's not alone in this sentiment. Many people in their 30s experience periods of deep self-reflection and change. It's a time when one's values, desires, and goals can shift dramatically, and for Paige, these changes were significant enough to lead her to the conclusion that their paths were no longer aligned. Craig, too, has evolved over the course of their relationship. Paige was careful to emphasize that their split was not due to one person's fault or a catastrophic event. Instead, it was a case of two people growing in different directions, a natural process in relationships that aren't always meant to last forever. No drama, just love and respect. Despite the sadness that accompanies the end of any meaningful relationship, Paige was quick to clarify that there was no animosity between her and Craig. "I have so much love and respect for Craig," she said during the podcast. "I think he is one of the best people I have ever met in my entire life. I will remain the biggest fan of him and want the best for him." In a world where breakups often come with public feuds or heated social media exchanges, Paige and Craig's split was handled with maturity and grace. The decision was made with respect for each other's futures, and Paige believes that Craig will continue to thrive because of his own inherent goodness. While the couple's breakup might seem like a sad ending, Paige was quick to point out that there was no malice involved. "No one did anything. It wasn't like a bad thing," she noted. "I think we both were being mature and just saying what we want and what we didn't want." In a modern dating landscape where communication is often lacking or convoluted, their ability to openly express their desires and expectations demonstrates emotional maturity. Their relationship might not have worked out, but the love and respect between them remain intact. This maturity was also reflected in how the couple handled the breakup privately before making it public. As Paige explained, they both took some time to process the end of their relationship away from the public eye with their loved ones before she shared the news on the podcast. This shows a level of consideration for both their own emotions and the well-being of their fans. A change in priorities and a new chapter. The decision to part ways was not easy, but Paige explained that it was the right one for both of them. "It's a very sad thing, but I think it is the right decision for both of us moving forward in our lives, and the direction our lives are going in that we didn't foresee or whatever." In relationships, there often comes a point where two people recognize that their paths are diverging, even if the love between them remains strong. This realization can be heartbreaking, but it also opens the door to new opportunities for personal growth, healing, and transformation. Paige's transparency about her feelings also offers an inspiring message to listeners and fans alike. By acknowledging that she wasn't the same person she was when she first started dating Craig, she speaks to the inevitability of change in every individual's life. It's natural to evolve as time passes, and sometimes that evolution leads to a change in what we want out of a relationship. Paige's courage in expressing this on her podcast may resonate with many who have experienced similar feelings of personal growth. Looking ahead, a healthy friendship. Despite the emotional weight of the breakup, Paige expressed hope for the future of her relationship with Craig, though not in a romantic sense. "I love him," she said. "I think he loves me. I think we will remain friends." This sentiment is often a rare and difficult outcome after a breakup, but Paige's positive outlook suggests that the emotional bonds they shared can transition into a supportive, non-romantic friendship. The reality TV stars also took this time to reflect on how powerful it is to communicate openly about one's feelings in real time. Being able to voice what they wanted and didn't want, according to Paige, was empowering. It is a reflection of their ability to make decisions that prioritize their individual happiness and long-term well-being. This type of emotional intelligence is not only important in romantic relationships, but in all areas of life, from friendships to careers. Moving forward with love. In the end, Paige DeSorbo and Craig Conover's breakup is a reminder that relationships evolve. Love doesn't always mean forever, but it doesn't have to end in bitterness either. Sometimes, two people simply grow apart, and the healthiest option is to part ways while maintaining respect and admiration for one another. Paige's decision to share her feelings publicly was a vulnerable and brave step, but it also served as a reminder that even in sadness, there is room for love and respect. The story of Paige and Craig's relationship is not defined by drama or conflict, but by two people who made the right decision for their individual lives, with mutual understanding and care. As they both move forward in their respective journeys, there's no doubt that both will continue to grow, learn, and thrive, separately and, perhaps, eventually as friends. Come back to Briefing on Bravo and see more news.